Okay, here we go. Today's the last day where you can play Crosswinds. And this morning I finished with my city I built. So here are the beautiful sails from my black cutter. And let me just get the audio a bit down. Yeah, like that. So, when we look to our left, we can already see my cutter. This is the black cutter I got. Let's go to a wonderful overview. This one I meant to do. You can see all the different islands. And in the corner peeking, you can already see the first bit of my fortress. And my light tower. Got a wonderful summer day. Few clouds in the sky. I think it's about noon or afternoon maybe when we already see the moon. So, and here is my city. Let's actually dock the ship and start with a light tower. With the light tower, I tried to find out how high I can build. And this is actually the highest I could build with a light tower. It says structure unstable if you try to build higher. We get here a bit of storage. Then I tried my outside stairs, another storage room. And it's really nice that you can do 15-degree shifts with all tiles, all building blocks. Here we got a little kitchen for whoever is working in the light tower. This person also got a little bed with a chest for all their personal belongings. Oh, what a view. And in the next level we have a bit more storage. And on the highest level we got the actual light tower. Some chairs where you can actually sit on and enjoy the surroundings. You see, we are higher than the trees, higher than everything else. Maybe with another structure you can build higher, but this is the highest I could do. Don't know if you need maybe additional structures to gain more stability. If I build this as a complete block, maybe you could build higher, but this is the highest I could build. Now let's go into my actual city. Here is another nice little kitchen area. And I really like that the NPCs actually sit down on the benches, go to the cooking fire. These are NPCs I hired to do several things for me.
Boar's
There's a
leg on a
hunter.
spit is the best food after a
Algae
month
are
at
plants
sea.
too, but it costs a dime for me to
Herbalist.
get into the water.
They also tell you funny little things all the time, like, ooh, this herb is not supposed to be smoked. The miner actually has
Someday I will
a
find
gathering
gold nugget.
contract he's fulfilling to give me iron ore. It's not done yet, and I won't be visiting again. So that's just it. Tomorrow, everything I built here, everything you see will be disappearing. I got some nice little living quarters for the people who work there as my contractors. You got a bed, a table, a chair, and a little wall board you can put stuff on. Sadly, you can't build clothing, so I took a hat that I actually built that you're supposed to wear as character and put it there. It took me quite some time till I managed to have it on the chair and not somewhere else. So we have a little veranda here with some chairs you can sit on to relax. All cabins are built the exact same way. They all look the same. The only thing that differs is the two cabins at the end all have a small window so you can look out. So let's go to the next building. We have a nice overview of my garden here. And now we go into my living quarters. Sadly, the fire is broken, so you can't see that my comfort level actually is level 33. We have a little corner for eating. We have the cooking area with all the upgrades and some decoration. And when we go upstairs, I was really proud of my corner stairs here. It was the first building I did. We have my sleeping quarters with my croc statues, a bed, some books to read, a little bit of whiskey to sleep better, and some decorations. So let's go to the next building. We have a little corner here where you can go and fish and you can watch the sunset. Ah, here we got the sun. Yeah. It's in the afternoon. We have my travel bell and my little starting boat. And this is the sturdy storage house. Here got all my building materials, stones, iron, wood, everything. Back here in the corner we got the vegan things, let's call it like that, sorted into the different tiers where you find them on what kind of islands. And here we have our animal products. Fish, meat, croc meat, and here we have more building and alchemy stuff. And here we have our treasure chests for exceptional items, for my gunpowder and everything. And here I build a little table in the middle, so we actually have a place together, plan what do we need for our next adventure, what kind of food, drinks are needed, so we can survive this long, long journey. And up here we have the building area. Workbench, weapon, armor, clothing, all the enchantment stuff. Is everything here? I wanted to have this as a really light and wonderful room because often workplaces are dark and crowded, and I wanted to have it spacious here so it looks nice and full of light. And there for your lunch break you can go upstairs actually and take a look around. Relax, watch the sunrise in the morning, the sunset in the evening. Just have a good time. Now we go downstairs into my garden area. Here are all the crops I have. I put a little picnic table here. Here are all the different crops you can plant. I'm only missing one crop, but you only get one single seed throughout the game. And that is because the enemy you get it from never spawned for me. I used some of the tons and tons of seed I get for bushes and trees to give my garden a bit of a green look. I built a nice little well inspired by one streamer, and I got this little picnic table which got inspired by another wonderful streamer. I got a bench in the middle of the green so you can watch out over the garden and just enjoy, relax, being in the shade under the trees between the bushes. And back here in a little hidden corner I built me a little swimming pool. You can sit on the benches and just soak your feet after a long and stressful day, or you can go swimming and enjoy this little swimming pool. I won't do it right now because you can't climb out of the water. You can only walk out of the water. So this is actually the last building I built. It's my blacksmith. And I got the weapon table, I have the charcoal kiln, I have the smelting furnace where I can make iron, gold, everything. And I actually cheated a bit there because the furnace and the smelter you can only build outside, you can't build it inside building structures, and I just made a circle of walls around and it accepted it. So now we go to the last building. My giant fortress. I built a little path there with a lot of circles and stuff. You see, It works quite good with the structure being circles. With the railings, it doesn't work quite so good. I tried my very best to make it looking nice, but I really like how it follows roughly the coastline. That you can stand there watching the waves crashing in. It's quite nice. And here we get into my fortress. The base level, first level, ground floor has quite low ceiling. It contains the prison. The prisoners just get some sticks on the floor and a bucket for what they need to do. Then I have the storage area where there's everything we need here in the fortress to survive. Some building stuff, food, all the barrels with whiskey, rum, water, and all the supplies you will need in a fortress. And from here we come into my trophy room for relaxation, recreational activities. You can actually see here with the campfire working that I got a comfort level of 33 in this building. It just gives such a cozy and nice feeling. And from the base level, we go into the first level. I like that you go upstairs inside and you end outside. So here I tried with a tower and actually inside stairs. And here we got the tower with my pirate flag. And you can look for incoming ships and whatever comes your way, so we know how to defend ourselves. The other tower is built exactly the same way, so we won't go up there. There's nothing else to see there. And here on the first floor we actually have the living quarters for the people who man the fortress. I built a little toilet with a washing table, really primitive, but I had this little space and it wasn't big enough for another one of the beds, so I decided to make a little potty area there. This brings us to our mess hall, where you can do all the cooking. I got tea, I got rum, I got cooking pans, a fire. We have the bones for everybody to get their food. Looks really nice, cozy, but also very functional, because it's a military building after all. And from there we get to the top floor. Again, we start inside and end outside. And here we have our map chamber, planning chamber, where you can sit inside to have a look out. You can look at maps, try to plan how to get a better fortification and stuff like that. And here, sadly, they are only decorational, but I have the cannons and my cannonballs, so that in case somebody tries to come in and somebody tries to Oh, such a beautiful sunset. Somebody tries to get into my village. Wow. I can actually shoot them. Could, if things were working and if there was the possibility to do village raids, which there isn't. So, yeah. Beautiful sunset. And that's all I built. Let's have another look over my city. And that's it. In about 24 hours, all of this will be gone. This is an early alpha playtest. And the servers will be deleted on the 21st. So all of this will be gone by tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked what you saw, and I hope I will be in the beta playtest to build some more and to enjoy this game some more. So, that's it. And we're finished with this wonderful view. Just stunning.